for criminal activities.
Yes, so yes, dark web on the other side is a hub for criminal activities and also is a hub for anonymity. I started saying that on the Google, on your Surface web, you could do anything and Google could be tracking you, right? All the apps are tracking us. The last time we had a lot of query, people saying that their WhatsApp was banned due to they use WhatsApp GB, WhatsApp FM. So I was like, okay, I asked a simple question. If WhatsApp is just an app on my phone and nothing is tracking me, how did they know that I have downloaded and installed GB that they have to block me? This should send a signal to you that on the Surface web, there's lots of tracking. There's lots of, now Google can tell you your movement. You go to Google Map.
Every month they give you a
history of what you've been doing.
Yes. It's like one day if you spend too much time here, how much time you spend driving, walking.
So that means that yes, they're watching us, and that's on the Surface web. So then,
so is it true that anytime we say something, for instance, and then the next time you open Facebook and the rest, you see an ad that you are just speaking about it, and you see an ad that has been targeted?
Yeah, it's true.
It's true
because Facebook has something called even offline activity. So you can just put your phone down and just be speaking around one conversation, one topic. You go to your feed and you see their kind of recommendation coming through. So that's what the things that happen on the Surface web. And when I talk about the Surface web, I have explained to you that that is where we mostly do our activities. Now on the dark web, on the other side, there's no indexing. And I don't even know any of the URLs. That's the Uniform Resource Locator to go to any of the dark web. It's not in my mind.
Really? Why is that?
Because I opened for you to see if you can keep it. I was not able to. So because the mechanism, the way the dark web works is, if I want to browse the Surface web, I just download a browser. I have my internet from ISP. I download the browser. Could be Chrome, Opera Mini, Safari, Firefox, all those, right? And then I'm just in. I just hook up into it and I just start browsing. But on the other side to the dark web, before I can get there, because of it being anonymity, when you talk about anonymity, you're not able to be tracked on that easy level, right? So people are not able to locate you. That one, we need to go through process. And one of the ways to get there is using the Onion browsers, the Tor. Now, when you look at the Onion comes with a lot of layers. So if you are like me, I love to cook. Though I don't cook well, but at least I can cook. So you can see that anytime you are cutting the onion, you see that there's layers from 1 to 2. So that's how the dark web directory works, right? So there are layers of security protection.
That's how one accesses the dark
web. So before you can access the dark web, you need what we call a Tor browser. And a Tor browser works on it's like an Onion browser. So it's be able to give you levels of security that even if there is a tracking, it's not easy for it to be done.
Then the way you make it sound, it makes a lot of people prefer the dark web to the Surface web because we don't like being tracked in our movements and all that.
Exactly. So to go to a dark web demands high level of skills. Why? Because of it being a hub of nefarious activities. And that's where a lot of hacking activities go on there.
Oh, really?
Yes. If there is a data breach, when I mean data breach, that means that hackers are able to intercept hacking to bigger servers like Facebook, LinkedIn, and other platforms. They harvest your credentials, like your login details, your username, your bio data. They then dump them onto the dark web. They don't dump them on the Surface web.
So if, for instance, a health facility is there and people hack into the records and stuff.
It's being dumped there.
Is it that somebody is paying them to do this or people are doing it for fun?
No, it's not for fun. That's why it's a bigger marketplace. Those things are being sold. Even if you want credit card, anything that you could think of, it's on dark web. We'll get there and you see.
And all those
there are people who are claiming, but that place is dangerous to be there. Why? Because that place is made full of hackers. So if you are not careful, that is why when you are going there, there are lots of things to do before you get there. Because if you are not careful, you click on something over there and then they have access to your device, they clone it and go and sell information over there. And that's what they do. They hack, sell information there. Right, so that is what is happening on the dark web. So on the dark web to the other side, we need to follow some protocols. The first one, I have them in categories. Level 1, level 2, level 3. Now the level 1, you need a Tor browser. Right, so if today you could see that.
Where does one get a Tor browser? Can you go on Google?
Yes, just go to Google and go to torproject.org. then based on your operating system, you could have it being downloaded. Okay. Right? Just torbrowser.org.
But if we are downloading from Google, wouldn't they be able to track that?
No, so right now we are downloading the Tor browser. The Tor browser is not a dark web. It's a directory for us to go to the dark web. Oh, okay. So after you had downloaded the Tor browser, that's when we are going to install it on your system. Okay. So if you could see, today we are not using our normal Chrome browser. Yeah. Today we are using what we call the Tor. You could see it here. This is not our normal Chrome, right? But then on the Tor browser, I'm able to browse on the surface web, and I'm also able to browse on the dark web. And I'll show you the difference between the two. So you could see here that I have https live-threatmap.redworld.com, right? Yeah. That's the surface web because you can remember this. Yeah. It's being indexed.
It's quite simple. Wait, hold on. Is the dark web the same as the deep web?
No.
There are two different...
Yeah, so it's just another layer to the deep web.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like the deep web is like maybe also that's where a lot of hardcore things are done. Wow. Right. So it's like yes. So we have them surface, dark, and deep. Oh, right. Okay. So that is how they are levels, right? So based on what we're doing. So here, look at something like look at this URL. This is a dark web site. And look at it, and it's always ending with that. You look at it, that onion.
Oh, okay. Okay. So layers of security.
Yes.
Oh. Wait, so how does one remember?
Yes, you can't. So then you have to use what we also have search browsers. Okay. Like the way we have Chrome, the way we have Safari, the way we have other platforms.
Bing and all
yes, on your normal Surface, we have this. So here we have the wiki, the hidden wiki. Oh. We have the torch. We have the Ahimia. I'll show you all those things, right? Okay. But before we come here, after downloading the Tor browser, installing the Tor browser, to be able to browse through there comes to another second security layer. You then go to configure some settings. Okay. Right? So here right now I'm just browsing on standard because I'm not going to do any stuff. I'm just showing for educative purpose. Right? So you have safest.
Okay.
So you could start browsing with safest.
Only allows website features required for static sites and basic services.
Yes.
These changes affect images. When it says these changes affect images, media, and script, does that mean it won't be too clear?
Yes. So if there's any embedded JavaScript behind trying to get some kind of information from you,
trying to hack,
it's being corrected. So you browse on the safest. And that means that there are some sites that are, if there are sites that are taking information from you, it will be blocked. You can't open them.
Oh, okay.
Right. But for me, today, I want to open every site. So I'm using standard.
Okay, so that means with the safest, for instance, if you're using the option, it means, from the way you're speaking, that means there are images where people can put metadata behind.
Yes. Yeah, they can.
Is that a safe place?
That's a question that I think the viewer should answer. Yeah. So the internet could be safe based on the person using the device.
Yeah. Okay.
It could be safe based on who is behind the wheel. Yeah,
it is well.
Yeah, it should be well.
The level 1.
So download the Tor browser, making all these security features, right? Okay. Level 2, you try to add some. If you have VPNs, you can add some VPNs. Okay. Now, virtual private networks also try to relocate change your IP addresses, change your location, so it's moving from servers to server. So I will be in Ghana. I'm just accessing a server in maybe Amsterdam, US, but this will go and take through India, go through Asia before it comes to Africa. So if there's a tracking process, it just reroutes me. So that's why the guys love to use VPN.
Do you recommend we download the free version or we actually buy a VPN service?
No, so anything that is free, gets to think of it. Facebook promised us of free services, but now that guy is the richest guy. What is happening? Anything free, please think about it. That's what I would say. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's it. So
that's a very interesting point.
Yeah. I won't say much.
We should go and buy it.
I've given you the scenario. Choose. They promise us free, right?
I know what to choose now.
Exactly.
Because sometimes you use the free one and you want to watch Netflix, for instance, Netflix USA, Netflix Canada, and you realize that the VPN is not working. It's not taking you. They say you can't access this site. I'm like, hey, okay, what's going on?
Yeah. So that's it. So we are here. So we just do on the safest. Then that's it. Now let's go to our main topic, right? Okay. So now when we come to, let's come here. So this is how it is. Okay. This is the surface of it. So we are using the Tor browser, and the Tor browser is using a default browser called DuckDuckGo.
Oh, okay.
Now, in DuckDuckGo promise you, it's also a search engine.
Okay.
It's promise you that they are not tracking you. They are blocking a lot of things that accept. You know, Google tried to accept a lot of things from you. All those other browsers.
Does it accept cookies as well?
No,
Because
this guy, you won't even see. It will be just blocking them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, blocking them because it has that extension. Other than the other platforms that you have to put extensions on them to do that. So they use DuckDuckGo as a default over here. Now, when you come here, so this is the avenue, right? So it's like, now I've gotten my visa.
You can travel.
I can travel. So we are not going to travel.
Yeah.
So to travel, right now, there's nothing. We don't remember anything.
Yeah. And if what you showed me earlier is true, the web address,
you can't remember anything.
Remember that.
So all that you search is that you search for the first one you could search for, Hidden Wiki.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. That's quite simple.
Yeah. So you search for it. You can get things like this. So here we are. So Hidden Wiki. This is how it is.
Okay.
Right. And look at their URL.
The only thing I see familiar because of what you said earlier is Onion.
That's Onion. That should tell that yes, you are browsing a dark web.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Now, so here you could do other search through this side. Right. So let me come here. I have other ones here. Okay. Now, so I come here. This is one of the powerful ones I use. Right. That is called
Amia or what?
Yeah, Amia.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So Amia 2 is like a browser
on
the dark web. That's it on the dark web. And through that we can search for anything we want.
Wait, so hold on. So DuckDuckGo, when you go there, then you put in Amia or you put in which one was the first
Hidden
one?
Wiki.
Hidden Wiki.
Yeah.
And then we'll take you to these sites.
Yeah, so
and it will bring up all these. You don't need to remember.
Yes, you don't need to remember. So when you search for the Amia, then you just say sometimes the Amia, because you are browsing both the Tor browser could serve for the Surface and the dark. You just add Onion. Right. So then normally any site they give you, they add your Onion link. So look at it. ChatGPT, jailbreak, ask anything you want to. So here on the dark web, they have jailbreak a ChatGPT that could ask anything you want.
Is it safe? Because jailbreak, we all know what jailbreak means.
So you see here, this is the link. This is the URL.
Okay.
That Onion.
Okay.
So if you want to go to this side, you need to have this.
Okay.
So some of us that we normally trade, we normally do things in the dark web. I go to dark web often. Why? Because I go there for a lot of materials. And most of the good content are in the dark web.
And then you have to help spread the word that it's not a place for criminal activity.
Yeah,
well,
so
okay, it is there, but then again, too.
Yeah, so they do a lot of researching there because it's a bigger community. And I said, anytime before you can combat crime, you need to understand how the criminals behave, how the criminals do their things. You can't live on the surface web and you say you are combating cybercrime. Do you know the new threat? Do you know what is happening over there? So you get there, you research. You learn by protecting yourself because you have the intention, right? You could even use the surface web and you'll be caught because of your intentions behind it. I know we have ethical hackers. They do good. But the same systems, the same tools, the same resources they use to protect, the same resources others are using to scam. So it's about the intention. Yes, it's about the intention. So dark web, the myth around dark web is that it's a dangerous site. It's a place that when you go, it's made for only criminals, and it's like the way they've done with blacks. Yeah. You understand?
So meaning, so that means one of the myths surrounding the dark web is the fact that when you go there, it's not really illegal, is it?
Yeah, no.
It's not illegal.
It's not illegal. Based on what you do there, FBIs are there. The police people are there getting information and other things. So, and students go there to do research. And anything that they have them on the surface web, I'll open Facebook on the dark web for you to see. It has a dark web link.
Oh, wow.
And that's where a lot of things happen before it comes on the surface.
So that means it occupies like 90% of the internet.
Yeah.
That one is true.
Yeah, that one is a bigger community. It could be a myth because we cannot really have them in that percentage, right? But it's a bigger community. Okay. It's a bigger community, and it's highly being used by the general world or the general public because of its complexity, because of the myth around it that if you get there, you'll be hacked. Yes, when you get there, you don't know what you do. You are doing. Because some people go there. I'll open a site for you. They have done a lot of advertisement.
Which one is that?
Okay, sure. Let me try to open a site for you here. So look at it. Look at it. So this is just a blog, right? Okay. Written, right? So how to recruit hackers and hire what? Brimstone. So let me go to, I have others here open. Because this side, you can't really know, so you have to open all to see. Let me see here. Here, look at it. Location tracking, social media hacking. They have the price there.
Yeah. This is all on the dark web.
Yeah, this is the dark web. We are browsing on the .onion. And these are services hackers are giving there. And so if you trust these guys, and it's okay, you are going for this service, social media hacking, you are paying how much? $500. Yeah. It's not good money for them down there?
It is very, very good money.
So this
it's good money for us down here because...
Up here, we are up here, they are down there. Yeah. Right? So these are services that someone... So if somebody, you go there with all your greed, and you think you want to hack your spouse WhatsApp, you intend, they will hack you rather. Because you don't know, because that side... Payments are being done with cryptocurrency. That is why when crypto was starting, they said crypto was a scam because it was used on the dark web because of its anonymity. Yeah. Now, because you accept this side, we don't even make direct payment there. We have something called the escrow account. You pay for a third company to hold the money. Accept that the hacker has given you or whatever the platform has pay back to you before you can also release it for them. So there's a whole technology behind these things.
I bet based on what you're saying, if you hire this person, for instance, the person scams you, is there a way the police can also come here, pretend that they also want to hack somebody and then trace the person and arrest the person?
So those are the high level of skills. That's what the FBI is doing every now and then.
Okay.
So there are a lot of pages that have been taken down by the FBI's.
Okay.
Right. And there are a lot of pages that are being created. We call something honeypot. We set people up to get them.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it could also be a setup to see what you are going there to do.
Yeah, because why are you here in the first
place?
Yes,
because hacking is illegal.
Yeah.
You understand? So these are some of the things. These are some of the services that runs on the. And I don't want to, I don't want to open some site. If you go to Facebook, this is a Facebook. I have not logged in.
I see .onion.
Yes,
so this on the dark web.
It's a dark web. So this is a Facebook on a dark web.
Okay. But why would you want to Facebook on the dark web?
That's a good place to be. It's a lovely environment. But that's what I'm saying, that before you get there, you need to learn and know, have your intentions right. And I'm saying there are lots of resources there, because whatever happened on the surface web, you know, my page like this, anytime I try to share critical and practical things, I get blocked. Yesterday, my video was taken down. A day before, my video has been taken down. YouTube? On the surface web.
Okay, on the surface, okay.
You understand? Yeah. Yes, because they feel that I have spoken some words. And these are things...
So not necessarily like a copyright infringement?
No. Just a word spoken. Yes. And just even a caption.
Words or anything.
Yeah, it's not about, it's just about these are terms. And that is what people know. I was even talking about how people now use AI to scam people using a phishing attack. Yeah. And I can use AI to get into your Instagram page. And I was doing that, and I saw the video was just going to up and they just took it down. But do you know dark web would have been just there on me like...
For those of you watching us on social media, we are streaming on GTV Ghana. That is on the surface web. So if you are speaking about phishing and all that, I'm sure this whole conversation will not be blocked.
No. So it was because of the policies now these social media guys are having, right? They are really blocking us on a lot of things.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So where else? You mentioned 3 levels. Have we exhausted all the 3?
Yeah. So the last one is we use something called Tail. Right, you use something we call Tail. So that one, you can just have a 8 gig pen drive, you download on it. That one, the whole browsers are working on your computer. So that is the third one. And that is the safest one, but very advanced, depending on what you do. But I always advise people that if you are going on the dark web to make research, to see things, to read, there's no need for you to, because you are just there, you're not going there for any nefarious activities. I go there always, but I don't do any nefarious activities. I go and see what is happening, site that has been breached, and they are selling them. They are selling their details. You go there, they say, this account, because people on the surface web dump their credit card details anyhow. Any website, they are putting their credit card. And if the hackers are able to intercept into this credit card, where would they sell it? Not on the surface web. They dump them to the dark web. So you can have, that's where this carding and these things are all done.
So you mean whenever they give us those terms and conditions, the ones we never read, when we go to your Google Play Store, for instance, or your Apple App Store, and then they tell you that you're paying for this service with your credit card, but are you sure about the website? it's a very good warning, is it not?
It's a good warning. It's a good one. This is our compliance. It's good, but it depends. That's why I'm saying that most of us, we make mistakes.
Yeah.
And the mistakes we are doing today is that I know at least Google has good security mechanisms protecting whatever I've given to them.
Okay.
I've given Google, because now people are even paying for cloud because their Gmail is full.
Yeah.
And what they are doing is that their credit card is being saved in there. So what happened is that Google just take the money every month.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That is correct.
There's a system like every month, and
just take it.
Yeah.
And some people are even paying for apps.
Okay. Yeah.
And they have their. Now this same thing, you go to a third-party platform, and you ask Google to pass on all those information to the third-party platform, not knowing who they are.
Yeah. Because so is it possible that some of the apps on the App Store, it's like despite the security Google has, they are still able to take information and dump it on the dark web?
So one of the threats that we are facing today is malware, and malware is a family of malicious activities, malicious programs, softwares that change the behavior of a system. Hence, we have a family. Okay. Now, one of its subunits, I would say the anchor could be a Trojan. What does Trojan does? Trojan is simply mimic a legitimate app.
Yeah.
So that banking app you think you're going to download from Google, Play Store, it could be mimic. It could be a Trojan. I always tell people, anything with finance, I'm very serious about that.
Yeah.
Go to your bank. Ask them, where can I get your app?
Yeah.
Don't think I'm saving with DK Bank, so I just go on Google Play Store and download DK Bank app.
So you realize when you search for some of them, you see
it comes 2 or 3, 4. Where are they coming from? If it's one bank, I don't know. I know the banks are they have one name, and the apps runs through for them. Maybe it could be a different country.
Yeah.
If it's EcoBank, it's EcoBank.
Yeah.
But if you go there, you search them, you see a lot of them, apps. Or different banks, you see the lots of their apps there. We're bearing the same name.
Yeah.
That should tell that some of those apps, we call them Trojan. The hackers develop them, embed scripts behind. Now, if I had developed a script, I can go buy a script from the dark web. That could give me a remote access on your machine. But if nothing has been done from your side, I cannot use the script.
Yeah.
So how then I do the deployment? There's a way to exploit, there's a way to develop the exploit, and a way to send the exploit. Now, to send in the exploit, that means I have to bind the file, the exploit, into a legitimate app that you will download. Yeah. So I always say it's very important. And I think that we should do the education more. The banks, all the stakeholders, we need to educate the people. Because right now, people just think that, I know this, I have heard.
Yeah.
I just go on Play Store and just download it. Play Store is one of the cheapest places to publish your app.
Yeah. And so does that mean that the checks and balances you have to do yourself, not Google per se?
They will put their basic protocols there. It's a security plus. They'll put their basic protocols there, and the rest is for you to also be able to also do it yourself. Right?
Okay, so looking at the way we access the dark web, downloading your Tor browser and everything, going DuckDuckGo, Ahmed, and all, Hidden Wiki and all, does browsing on the dark web make you anonymous? Yeah.
So now when you're browsing on the dark web, to some level, anonymity has been ensured than you being on the surface web. Anytime you use the Tor browser, the anonymity has been ensured to some extent. And I always use to some extent because we have access from their other upper authorities that could have access. People think that they use VPNs, they are safe.
We are not.
No. We are. There's a rule, GAC, government access to public. The government security authorities could go request for information. And this
especially if it's crime related.
It is a crime related. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, and they'll give to them.
And the judge will sign warrants and everything.
So don't think that you are using. So I'm saying that the minute you use these technological things, the anonymity could be ensured. If you want anonymity, that's what I'm saying. That I said the third option, you download what we call Tail. And that one is not browsing, it's not using all these, your Windows, your stuffs. It has its own. So I boot the dark web from my pen drive. Anything I can crash it and throw it away.
Oh, okay.
Right? And the dark web too, we don't use things like email, Google, Gmail, Yahoo Mail. No.
What do you use?
Proton Mail.
Oh, Proton.
Yes.
That's a VPN.
Yes, they have the VPN side and the Proton Mail. In the dark web, you don't accept those surface emails. It's a Proton Mail because of its encryption mechanisms to a lot of things that they do. Because the dark web was created for anonymity.
Wait, before you continue, I just want to ask, so those who use the Proton to hack Wi-Fi passwords, are they safe?
No, so when you are using Proton Mail is like an email service, electronic mailing service, but that ensure you some safety than the normal Google. Now, the truth here to be told, right? The conversations that are going on through your browsers, your emails are not encrypted.
Oh, wait, for instance, on WhatsApp, they tell you
now,
end-to-end encrypted and all.
WhatsApp's end-to-end encrypted, right? But when you are backing up your data from WhatsApp to the Gmail, it's not encrypted. Yeah,
okay, that's true.
That is the reality. It's not. So Proton may ensure you of encryptions. Make sure that because the point here is that someone comes sit in middle between you and the server. The server is where you are resourcing to the information, and you are here. So right now, we GBC, we are here, and we are going to get information from Facebook server sitting somewhere in between. Someone can be siphoned doing man-in-the-middle attack, and if those conversations are not encrypted, that means that if I send, I need your credit card details, it goes plain like that.
I don't know if you're the one who was telling us the fact that sometimes when you're keying your credit card information to the person in the middle, they see the numbers that are coming. You see a star, but over there they see the actual figure.
They see that because at the back end, if the site is not being encrypted, that's where we say browse on the site like HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol secured. That makes encrypt the whole conversation that is going on up and down, right? So those are some of the basic knowledge that people have to know.
We are wrapping up the conversation. So if we are looking into the future, how do you see the development of the dark web?
Well, the dark web has been developed long ago and it's been there, but I would say that people shouldn't think that it's a place for criminality. It's a place for some of us researchers to go there, get information, and come on the surface web to educate us, right? Because a lot of things are happening there. And I'm saying the way you can combat the crime is to be there with them to know what their tactics and their tactics so that you can protect your people. Right, so the dark web is not just for only nefarious activities. There are lots of things that happen there, and there are lots of government institutions, security institutions that they do communications on the dark web because of its anonymity. Because on the surface web, some of the communication they don't know who can be holding it. You know now, countries upon countries, these cyber attacks. Countries upon countries, whereby the attackings become sophisticated. When you are browsing the Onion browser, they know that at least to some level they are safe. So the dark web ensures it has a lot of its benefit, but then the general thing there is that it's a place that if you are not fortunate, you could be hacked. So you should be careful
because you are leaving the surface web to go there.
And there's a myth around this that even if you are browsing on you don't open full screen. So if you could see, these are full, our screen is not full. There's a part there.
Oh, okay.
So because they say we have something behind that somebody can use it to get information from us, so it's a whole place.
That's also a myth, huh? But you know, just before you go, you know, for a lot of people, they feel they don't have that much information on their phones or devices. Like, it's not really important information to other people, so they don't they don't see the need to protect their stuff. What do you have to say to them? So,
see, the truth today is that now this cyber attack is become sophisticated, and it's not about you yourself. Because now, if they get you, you have somebody's number. So if you're a minister, you need to educate your people, your subordinates. If you're a dad, you have to educate your family. Why? Because they have your contact. And if somebody's able to get your contact, get some information from you, you could be the next person they will target. So now I say that cyber security, cyber safety has become a primary core. And we should all ensure cyber hygiene. Because today, it's not about who you are. I know people, they say they are nobody, their WhatsApp get hacked, and they solicit money from other people. So it's not about you, but it's about the people you connect with on your phone. So if you love DK Cyber, you have my number. Protect yourself so that they won't use you against me. If not me, I will come after you. Yeah, that is it.
And you realize that sometimes they really, I want to say they use less sophisticated methods here in Ghana, where somebody will message you and be like, oh, I need emergency. And because you know the contact person, you send the funds, and then later you realize that, oh,
so I think it's always about education. See, the knowledge level about these tech stuffs are really low. Somebody call you, why don't you verify? Verify. Some people see anything, they go for it because of desperation, curiosity, right? So I believe that we should all start reading around these things, and well, will be a better word for
us.
us.
We thank you for educating us. So if people want to get a little more education.
Cyber One Defense at Abelempe, we are adjacent the Central Mosque, and our social media handles are Cyber One Defense, right? And the number to get us is +233 552 373603. +233 552 373603. If you want more enlightenment on this, you can link us up. We would help you out.
Nah. Well, David Jedu, the CEO of Cyber One Security and Communications, taking us through the dark web, the myths and the realities. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, and I'll see you on the flip side.
Yeah, sure.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Same, bro.
That's all time we'll